That I don't know. Okay.
So we're just gonna use this one. Okay. Uh, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Bamboo, I think. It was Chinese. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hang on, she's here.
I
So,
don't think we're. He's saying I have to record my own thing tonight because I don't think we're sharing the same YouTube. Like,
Is it a different YouTube channel than last year?
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong.
ask him. Gotta,
Oh, you want to ask him?
no, you.
You
Oh,
ask him.
do I ask him?
Is it the same YouTube channel as last year? I put it on the Carthage Waynesville one you guys had.
Mm, I don't know what's wrong. So that's the same thing we're using too.
Well, maybe because you're using it too. Where's your YouTube page? This is through YouTube. We have your YouTube account. This is not YouTube. Where's your YouTube page?
On my YouTube, I don't pull up the YouTube page. Usually we don't. I don't know. We usually don't do that.
Because you might have to say go live.
We're live on both on here, Blockcast and YouTube.
No.
I'm next door there. I'm
Hi.
Waynesville's radio guy.
Hi.
I
Thanks.
was trying to meet the other people.
Um,
Um,
she came back in and said something about if we had the same YouTube channel as last year, or what, I guess a code or whatever you got. So. Okay, I think I just leave well enough alone. Yep. Mhm. Yep. So I got no commercials except for the kickoff.
I'll talk to you after the game.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. Yeah. So there's no stats or anything like that in this year. I didn't see it. Okay. No post game. Okay. All right. Okay. Well.
Hold up, it's game time! Carthage Tigers football on Music Radio and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network.
We thank all our Carthage area businesses and employers who support the Tiger broadcasts. Sirloin Stockade, Stephen McKay of Shelter Insurance, Vintage Timekeepers, Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donuts, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance, Jeff Hodkin of American Family Insurance, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Kathleen Carter of American Family Insurance, Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Mill Mortuary, Assured Partners Insurance. And we thank Carthage Water and Electric, G3 Family Entertainment, Turf Tamers, Pearson Kelly, Smith CPAs and Advisors, Community National Bank and Trust, Boomer's Barbecue, Fair Acres YMCA, Carthage Dental Associates, Ott's Food Products, and the law firm of Webster and Carlton. We're glad to have Mercy Hospital Carthage, Fast Monkey Auto, Peachtree Dental, Cider Tax Services, MSSU, Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply, Old Missouri Bank, Matthew Sherrill Shelter Insurance, Tony Kennard of Wells Fargo Investments, Freeman Health System, and Schrader's Towing and Filling Station. We also thank Reeves Tire and Automotive, Hurricane Car Wash, Carthage Area McDonald's, Specialty Risk Insurance, H.E. Williams, Schreiber Foods, and Jaspertronics. Stay tuned for the coach's interview, the Music Radio 93.5 halftime show, and a look inside the numbers during the game. We are grateful for all our partner sponsors and encourage you to remember these local businesses and employers if and when you ever need their services or products.
And now it's time to hear the voice of the Carthage Tigers football. It's Jim Taylor.
That's all there ever is, it seems, in this conference, as the Carthage Tigers host the Waynesville Tigers. And good evening from Hafner Stadium. Jim Taylor with you here. And Tigers of Carthage ended up coming up short there in the district playoffs again. And we'll go through the new, somewhat different district alignment during the broadcast tonight. But tonight, the Waynesville Tigers, who did not have a very good season last year, they lost last year to the Carthage Tigers by a score of 55-7, a 34-point second quarter. The big difference in that game, Carlton scored twice, Murray scored twice, and Collins scored once in that second quarter and won that one 55-7. A lot of new faces on offense, and we'll talk about those a little bit later during our broadcast. Right now we have our weekly chat with Coach John Guidey, and I pretty much just opened the mic and let him go. So let's hear from Coach Guidey right now.
Community National Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger football opening kickoff. Loyalty, hard work, and dedication are key elements of any successful team. And Community National Bank and Trust appreciates everyone's efforts in making the Carthage Tigers a success this year. As a valued member of the Carthage community, Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that is small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
And Carthage won the toss, and they will defer. So Waynesville, they'll be going right to left, and they'll have an offense of Aiden Most at quarterback, Sam Borno-Crispin, that's the last name, Borno-Crispin. Running back, wing back is Sawyer Baker. M.J. Green and Leland Wright are the receivers. And we have Carson Mitchell, Kush Penatito, Tavita Sayatilai on the right guard position, Jaden Braun at center, Jackson Sheehan, Devontae Martin. Over on the left side, the Carthage defense will counter on a front line of Landon Bland, Braden Odell, Steve Sirius, Brady Guerin, linebackers Joshua Hill, Jet Dalton, Jordan Brunert, and the defensive backs are Brody Jackson, Carson Womack, and along with Noah Norberry and Tate Nichols. So very veteran-laden defense, and as Coach said, he hopes to at least keep us in games, and we'll see how well-oiled the offense is. Of course, Dane Browning will be the quarterback, and he had some rep time last year, along with Landon West, the running back. And they did very well in the JV seasons, and when Zane and West were in, although sometimes late in the game, they did one thing that you don't want to do when you're the reserves late in the ball game, is don't turn it back over and lengthen the game. So if that's any indication, they will hang on to the ball and maybe get some time-consuming drives this year. It'll be Malachi Douglas to kick it off. Waynesville has M.J. Green back on the left side. And here's a squib kick, but I don't know if it's going to go or not. It's going to be rolling 10 yards, and nobody got a chance for Waynesville. I was wondering if somebody's going to touch it, but it rolled 11 yards, and the Tigers get the football. Carthage, that is. So a successful onside to start the season, and it's on the positive 49-yard line. I was worried that somebody was going to kick it, which that would have been a dead ball, but well, started to say it may not be settled yet, but now the umpire and the referee had some last-minute discussions before they go. It's their first game, too. So from the near hash, left to right, the Tigers on offense. And Browning hands it to West, goes over the right side, 45, moves down to the 42-yard line. David Lupica was on the stop. Also Leland Wright. So we've got to turn around and give the offense for Carthage. Zane Browning at quarterback, running backs Landon West and Cade Lawson, tight end Landon Bland, and the receivers Carson Kinder and Malachi Douglas, Byron Realis, Cooper Charleston, M.J. Martsoff, Jariah Bayless, and Ethan Roach. They are the front line. Second down and 3. Jumping back and forth, snap. And it's going to be swing to the left side for a first down pickup. That's Noah Norberry. He'll go to the 38. So 2 plays and a first down for Carthage. So a big surprise. The football had an escort for 11 yards. And nobody touched it, but it has to go 10 yards, and then it's a free ball for either side. But Waynesville backed off. And Carthage picked it up pretty much uncontested. So first and 10 at the Waynesville 38 for Carthage, 2 receivers to the left. Now one comes in motion, and they fake the reverse, and it's going to go to Browning, cuts back 35, and he'll get about 8. He'll make the 30-yard line. Devontae Martin there on the stop. So it'll be second down and 8 yards to go. Very favorable schedule this year. We have road trips to Ozark and Nixa, and then those long journeys to Joplin and Neosho. That's the road schedule this year. hopefully we won't get paid back when districts and playoff come around. 2nd down and 2. 2 receivers out to the left. And Browning will take the snap. Fakes, going to throw, got a man wide open. Landon Bland at the 5, and that's a touchdown at 9:59 in the first quarter. So 30 yards on the TD. And we'll see Douglas for the extra point. He's a right-footed kicker. Pretty good snap. Down, up, and good. So, an onside kick, and 3 plays later, Carthage is up 7-0. And we'll take a 30-second break and come back. Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Fair Acres Family-Wide cheers on the Carthage Tigers. The coaches, players, and their families all deserve a hearty congratulations and a sincere thank you for their sacrifice and hard work. As Fair Acres Family-Wide works to build strong kids, strong families, and strong communities, they know that good sportsmanship goes a long way in developing one's character. Fair Acres Family-Wide is proud to be part of Carthage and a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger broadcasts. Go Tigers! Carthage McDonald's, a proud supporter of the
9 yards in 3 plays. Now the Waynesville return team, they have lined up on the 50. Now they retreat back. We have Green and Wilson back for, see if Douglas will try a distance kick. And here is the approach. And end over end, back to about the 6. It's going to land in the end zone on the fly. So Waynesville will take over on the 20. Yeah, Wilson gave up on it, and I thought maybe it was going to land, but about the 2 or 3, which would have been another adventure. But instead of going sideways or back to the left, it went ahead and went into the end zone. 2 minutes and a second into the ball game, the Tigers have the initial score. First down for Waynesville. 2 receivers each side. Now one comes in motion. Handoff goes to the left side, maybe a couple of yards. With his Borno Crispin. It's going to be Steve Sirius on the stop. And they'll give him a gracious 3, so it's 2nd down and 7. We go from the left hash. Carthage just scored. 9:30 left to go in the first quarter. 2nd and 7, Most at quarterback. He's under center. And he'll roll and hand off. There's a hole 25 and breaking free for a first down. Looks like it was Chris Houston. It's going to be a first down. Nope, that's Caden Wilson, I believe, on the carry. It's going to be enough for a first down. So 2 good running plays there by Waynesville. Moss goes back in the pistol and a setback behind him. They'll go on the ground again to the 30. Braden Odell wraps up the ball carry for a gain of 2. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. On the carry, that was Caden Wilson, and he goes out. See who goes in the backfield. Tyshawn Bird came in. We'll see if he goes to the backfield. Second down and 8 yards to go. 7-0 Carthage here in the first quarter. Put 3 receivers to the left. Most wants to throw, swings it out on a lateral. It's complete at the 30 and breaking tackles to the 36-yard line. A few Tigers had a chance to get him, but On the catch was M.J. Green. And it'll set up a 3rd down and 5. Carthage, if you just tuned in a little bit late, got an onside kick to start the season. 49 yards, 3 plays. Landon Bland, a 30-yard touchdown. Waynesville picked up a 1st down. They are on their 4th play. Should be their 5th play. 3rd down and 5. Most wants to throw, swings it out near side. That's caught 40 and near a 1st down, depending on where they put it. Catch made by Sawyer Baker and ridden out of bounds, I believe, by Norbury. And he's going to be short of the 1st down by about a full yard. So 4th down coming up. Waynesville right now showing they're still going to go for it. They trail 7-0. Aiden Most will accept the snap. And they will fake it, and Most will get the 1st down and more across to the 45. Finally taken down in the secondary, Norbury. And Jet Dalton also helping out, but it is enough for a 1st down, so the drive stays alive for Waynesville. They had a chance at him. Now Brady Guerin limping off for Carthage. Now Moss goes under center. And movement. That's going to cost Waynesville 5. False start. I used to be able to say it, but I can't anymore. Little Josh Farley is the referee here tonight. Never knew him to have double talk, but he had trouble with the mic there. 1st and 15. In motion is M.J. Green to the right. Moss rolls, swings it out. It's caught near side 45-50. Cross into Carthage territory at the 49-yard line. Nice rollout and catch, Sawyer Baker. That's going to be ridden out of bounds and about 3 yards short of a 1st down. They'll give him another yard. It's at the 48. So 2nd down and 3 for Waynesville. Carthage up 7-0. 6:44 to go in the 1st quarter. They go back to the pistol, and waiting for it is Moss, the quarterback. Straight handoff and nothing there. It was Caden Wilson. He was wrapped up quickly. Jordan Brunert was there. They may have lost a half a yard. They'll still say 3rd down and 3 yards to go. Put 2 receivers right and 1 to the left. The single back, he's next to the quarterback, Most, now in motion. Goes Baker, and they flood it to the far side with 3 receivers. They fake it. They throw it out into the flat. It's caught near a 1st down. Now completing the 1st down pickup is M.J. Green down to the 44-yard line of Carthage. Nice little drive here by Waynesville. That was their 9th play of this one. They converted a 1st down on 2nd down. Then they've had a 4th down conversion. Now do this one here on 3rd. And they're quickly back to the line. Baker goes left to right. He stops, goes to a wing. And Moss will roll left, still rolling. He wants to air it out. He's got a man open that's underthrown, but still caught at the 18-yard line. Ball floated up there, and it was caught by Leland Wright. Tate Nichols, he was looking at it to see if he could run up to it, but he couldn't get there in time, and the ball floated literally to Leland Wright, and now it's inside the 20 for Waynesville. Two receivers left. Tyshawn Bird in the backfield. And it's going to be a reverse, and not much there. M.J. Green turned the corner, and then he met 3 or 4 guys. Now, the play's not even over, according to the officials, but it should have been about 4 or 5 words ago. Steve Sirius on the stop. And they'll give him about a half a yard. So second down. They still call it 10. 7-0 Carthage, 4:39 to go in the first. Two receivers out wide to the right and one to the left. And Most will keep it, and he's met after about a yard. Bland on the bottom of the pile, and I think Sirius was also there. So it sets up a third down, pretty much two-play territory. They need the 9 for a first down. So third down and 8 yards to go. Just went under 4 minutes in the first quarter. This drive produces something. You might be thankful Carthage got that onside kick because Waynesville's looked really good on this drive. 12 plays so far. Most back up, and we have a whistle. Didn't see where the flag was, but I watched the referee. Oh, they called a timeout. So, Waynesville takes a timeout. 3:38 left to go in the first quarter. Carthage 7. And Waynesville nothing but threatening. Back here in, we'll go 30 seconds. This is Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Carthage McDonald's, a proud supporter of the Tigers. They recognize the importance of teamwork. The R9 sports program is something to be proud of. The coaches, players, and each family member make a lot of sacrifices to create a winning team. The many practices, court and field preparation, the disappointments, and the great moments are all part of learning to win at life itself. Your Carthage McDonald's, locally owned and operated by the Marshall Rice family. Go Big Blue.
Carthage leading 7-0, but Waynesville about to put their 13th play in the book of this first drive for them. Back split, receivers to the right. Moss to throw, looking right, now swings it out, underthrown. It's fourth down. He was looking for Caden Wilson, but there was pressure from Landon Bland and by Braden Odell. So it'll be fourth down. They need between the 8 and the 9 for the first. And the Tigers look to the sidelines for this play. Get the minimum done, which would be the first down around the 8. Or they may go for broke. Moss, the quarterback, Wilson behind him in the backfield. 3 receivers left. And he'll roll to the right, looking, still throwing, and it's behind everybody, incomplete. Well, it almost floated into a Waynesville player, but it's incomplete. Somehow that ball almost got to Sawyer Baker. But the Tiger defense of Carthage holds on 14 plays. There's a chance that could have been intercepted, but I think Carthage decided not to because you would lose some yardage because it would have been an interception and then going down on contact. And when that was decided, that ball almost ricocheted into the hands of a Waynesville receiver. I didn't really see him till I saw a little white object rolling on the ground, and he almost picked it up. So the Tigers start their second drive, this time a little further back at their own 15. Here's a rollout. Browning's going to keep. Cuts up to the 20. Now he's got almost had running room to the 25. Still gets a nice gain out of it. He's close to a first down. That was nearly broken. It'll be a little bit more than 8, so it'll be second down and 1.5 yards. He nearly broke it. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Carthage looking now to add to a 7-0 lead. They thwarted Waynesville just moments ago. Here's West. He's got a hole, 30, 35, 40, and that's definitely a first down. On the bottom of the stack was Aiden Moss, the quarterback, and it's a lot of two-way players for Waynesville. Is enough for a first down. It's at their own 40. That play started. Didn't look like West was going to have a whole lot. And then he got a seam. So it's going to be receivers left and right. Now slot man goes to a wing, and now everybody in motion to the far side. And it's going to be a handoff, and sweeping around is Malachi Douglas. He'll go to the 45, and he stood up, but still a nice gain. A lot of crazy motions and formation there, but Douglas picks up about 6. So that'll be 2nd down and 4 coming up as we go under 2 minutes here in the initial quarter. Out to the wide right is Carson Kinder. Handoff, straight ahead, 1st down and more, 50, and now to the 47-yard line goes Jed Dalton, I believe. And that's enough for a 1st down. So a lot of personnel being used here in this first quarter by Coach Guidey. They'll move the chain and start the clock again. 1:20 left to go. 7-0 Carthage. They scored at 9:59. Recovering an onside kick at the Waynesville 49, and then a 30-yard pass on the 3rd play of the drive completed to Landon Bland. New set here on their 2nd possession. Man in motion, Douglas, they fake to him. And off goes over to the right side, across to the 40 and down to the 39-yard line. Baker on the stop for Waynesville. So another big gain, this time 8 yards. And Browning has running backs to his left. And he'll go himself, get a 1st down, break open to the 35-30, still moving. Hit at the 24 and down there, but more than enough for another 1st down. Deshae Franklin finally helped push him down. A couple of other Waynesville guys there, but it'll be a 1st down at the 24-yard line. And Carthage could run another play. There's 15 seconds remaining. Down to 5. And they will give it. It's Jet Dalton to the 20, tries to sweep it, turns 15, 10, moves to the 5, and he's going to be close to the pylon. Do they give it to him? Nope, they're going to put him out of bounds at the 2-yard line as time runs out here in the first quarter. So when the Tigers come back, they'll go to the north end of the field, and they will have a 1st and goal at the 2 after 1. Carthage 7, Waynesville nothing. Back in 1 minute. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Zyder Tax Service loves cheering on our Carthage Tigers. Mike and all the staff know our student athletes have worked hard this year, and they give a big hand to everyone who has helped and encouraged the Tigers to have a successful season. Zyder Tax Services, serving Carthage and the surrounding area with tax planning and preparation for individuals and businesses, is proud to be one of the locally owned businesses that support your Carthage Tigers broadcasts. Join Mike Zyder, CPA, and the rest of Zyder Tax Services as they cheer on our Tigers. Go Tigers!
Is your office ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pearson Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
Carthage, 2 yards shy of 2 scores in the first quarter. Let's see if they can put it in on the first play of the second for the Tigers. They lead 7-0. Hopefully that will change after this play. Browning awaits the snap, and he'll fake and give it, and he'll walk it in. Touchdown. Pretty anticlimactic. So, 3 seconds into the second quarter, Carthage adds their second score. So 2 yards on the play and a nice 85-yard drive. And in 7 plays. So Douglas will go for the extra point. And the kick is up. Strong enough and good enough. So now it's 14-0 in favor of Carthage. We'll go ahead and go another 30 seconds and come back with a kickoff. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Assured Partners of Missouri, formerly Beimdeck Insurance, a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Smart coaches build great team members, a solid game plan, and only have the best equipment for their players. Assured Partners of Missouri applies this same philosophy when putting together an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When scouting for insurance, pick the right agent for your team. Give Assured Partners of Missouri a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue.
55 yards, 7 plays after the defense stopped Waynesville on 14 plays. Waynesville started their first possession on their 20, got it down to the Carthage 18, but could not convert on 2 pass plays, 3rd and 4th. So again, it'll be Green and Wilson to receive for Waynesville. So new kicker, Malachi Douglas, busy early, and you like that. And he's on the way, and so is the kick. It's going to angle toward the far side. Looks like it'll be Wilson at the 15, 20, down the sideline 30, and drop there. So a short kick, fairly good return. Looks like Douglas was in on the stop. So it'll be first down. 30-yard line for Waynesville. Had a nice, patient drive, but first down netted them not much, and the same on second down. A pass play didn't go very far. Then incompletions on 3rd and 4th. Now they find themselves down. So that's a 14-point swing against Waynesville. It's now 14-0. And now more movement on the Waynesville squad. So the second false start will move them back to the 25. Tigers play another Tiger team next week over in Ozark. And back here in 2 weeks, take on the Falcons of Glendale. 1st and 15 for Waynesville. Most awaiting the snap, and he gets it. Handoff. Initially a big hole. There's a flag coming in. That could go either way. The way he was grabbed, that might be a face mask. Josh Hill on the stop. Nope, they're going to call holding. Maybe that's what precipitated what I saw up here as a face mask. Maybe couldn't get to him, so he reached. But a lot of head motion there by the running back after about a yard. So it was 1st and 15. This would make it 1st and 25 if they so accept, and they will. The Carthage up 14-0, and we are at 11:46 to go here in the second quarter. They kicked off to start the game. Waynesville was going to receive, but they never saw the ball. Brilliantly executed onside kick, and Carthage took it in 3 plays later. Here's Moss back to throw, rolling right, being chased, throws it out. It's caught, taken by Wilson down the sideline, 30, 35, and out of bounds around the 45-yard line. Somebody lost Caden Wilson there. They had the chase on Moss, the quarterback, but nobody out there covering the receiver, and it turns into a great gain and a first down all the way out to the 45. So we get receivers left and right. Coming in motion is Baker. And Moss to throw. He hit as he throws, and it's incomplete. Nice rush there by Braden Odell. He nearly got him. Unfortunately, there's nobody out there close to that fluttering ball out there, because that was definitely primed for an interception, but no blue shirts near it. So it'll be 2nd down and 10 from the 45 of Waynesville. Three receivers right and one out left. Moss gets it, wants to throw, and he's going to be hit and dropped back at the 41-yard line. Steve Sirius finishes him off, but again, Braden Odell got a jump on the snap, and he nearly pulled him back inside the 40. They'll still lose yardage back to the 41, and that'll make it 3rd and 14. And there's officials' timeout, it looks like. Didn't see if anybody. They still have water breaks, even though the temperature doesn't really does. We have an injured Waynesville player helping to get off the field. That could be what the delay is. It looks like they are doing the water break, so we'll take a 30-second and come back. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Since 1978, Reeves Tire and Automotive has been servicing the repair, tire, and wheel needs of the 4 states, offering a full line of tire industry top brands at competitive prices and car and truck repair with superior service and experience that can't be beat. Reeves Tire and Automotive is located at 2504 Grand Avenue and open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Get rolling with Reeves and get rolling with the Carthage Tigers. Go Big Blue.
Come back from the break. Moss threw it, but the receiver wasn't where he's supposed to, and it falls well incomplete between 2 wide receivers. One was at the near hash, one down the right sideline, but it fell in between them. So Waynesville will kick. They got a nice play to get out of the hole, but couldn't do anything with it. 3 more plays. Get ready, and here's the kick. Fluttering kick. Taken at the 25 to the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Look out. Down the left side goes Tate Nichols to the 30, breaks a tackle. He'll make it. That is a touchdown. 75 yards on the punt. 10:39 left to go. So a little bit of everything in this opener. Onside kick successful, touchdown 3 plays later, and now a punt return from Nichols. In between that, a nice 7-play yard drive. So Douglas already his 3rd extra point attempt, and this one is good. 21-0 Carthage. We'll come back here in 30 seconds. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
During this Carthage Tiger broadcast, Freeman Health System congratulates all Carthage students, both athletes and those cheering on the Tigers. Teamwork, honesty, and integrity are qualities that will help make those young students the community leaders of tomorrow. Locally owned, not-for-profit, and nationally recognized, and with over 80 specialties across more than 30 locations in the 4-state area, Freeman Health System provides a wide array of medical and behavioral health services. Freeman Health System. Care matters here.
Drive wrap up on that one. 10:39. Nichols a 75-yard punt return. Last year, mentioned Carthage got 34 second quarter points. Won that one up in Waynesville 55-7. Still feel like I'm driving home from that game, but that's our new conference. Fortunately, we are down to 2 Springfield area trips and then Joplin and Neosho, so very economical road schedule this year. So a nice beginning to the season, 21 Carthage points. And they will get the ball to start the second half. A little early to talk about it, but here is Wilson. He goes to the 25. Had an opening momentarily, but closed up quickly at the 24. So it'll be the third possession for Waynesville. Be at the 24-yard line. Send a receiver to the left and put 2 to the right. Now Waynesville down 3 scores. When man in motion, that is Sawyer Baker. Handoff, and not much there. In fact, might have lost a yard. Front line all there for Carthage. It was Wilson on the carry, and we have a shaken up player again for Waynesville. Can't quite make out the number. I see a 2. It's a 2-digit number, but he's on his back right now. So we'll take a break and get him 10-2. We'll go ahead and go 30 and then see what happens there. Back here in 30 seconds. 21-0 Carthage. 10:23 to go first half. Tiger football. Music Radio 93.5.
If your lawn is completely wild, it's time to bring in Turf Tamers and create a green turf that's calm and lovely. Turf Tamers will rid your lawn of the unwanted weeds and unsightly, funky grasses that have made your lawn a wild kingdom. Give them a call at 417-434-0810. When they arrive, you just leave it to them to tame that turf and have your neighbors admiring it. Turf Tamers, the name says it all. Turf Tamers, 417-434-0810.
It's one of the linemen, Cush Penatito. Not putting any weight on that right foot and or leg, ankle, whatever you want to say, but he's hopping along with another teammate and a coach right beside him. So that's 2 down right now for Waynesville. And a second down play coming up after only a yard gain. Carthage has scored. Bland a touchdown reception. Browning a 2-yard run. Nichols a 75 punt return. Now Waynesville looking to the sidelines. Again, they were running a lot of hurry-up plays. I guess they had them called 2 at a time there in that first drive. But they had a good rhythm going, but they ended up turning it over on 2 incompletions inside the Carthage 20. Now they have 3 receivers left. Now one comes in motion. And they'll hand it off to Green, and he'll slip trying to make a cut. He'll go to the 28 and no further. Pretty much no need to tackle there, but there was a couple of guys. Joshua Hill was near the play. So it'll be 3rd down. They need the 34 for a first down. 21-0 in favor of Carthage. And they put 2 receivers again left. And Baker goes to the right. Man comes in motion, goes back. Most wants to throw. It's complete out in the flat 30 to the first down marker and more by a yard. Catch made by Wilson. It's MJ Green on the catch. Got just past the stick with a yard to spare, and it's a first down. Ball moves to the 35. 9:05 left to go here in the first half. Had a lot of action in these first 3 minutes. Carthage scored 3 seconds in, and then less than a minute later, after a 3 and out, they scored again on a punt return. 1st and 10 from the Waynesville 35. And Most, they had communication problem who was going to take the football, and it was going to be Wilson, and he's tripped up in the backfield. So it'll be a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down and 12. I think that was Brunert who got back there. So back him up a couple of yards. And moving down to the 8-minute mark of the first half. Carthage with 3 scorers, lead 21-0. And more movement. 3rd time, I believe Waynesville is going to be called on a false start. And it is. So go back to the 28-yard line. Make it 2nd down and 17. Tigers gave up 3rd and 4th down conversions to Waynesville on that first drive, and a big pass play got them to the 18, but they could do no further damage. Last possession, a 3 and out. Here's Moss to throw. It's caught out to the far side, 40, and he fumbles the ball. It's still in play, and Carthage has it at the 46. A fortuitous bounce for the Tiger defense, and it's recovered at the 46. Brody Jackson was the man who got it. It would have been a 1st down pickup, but the ball squirted out as the receiver was going down. So again, Carthage set up on the plus side. They're at the 45-yard line. Their other drive was starting at their own 15. Receivers, 3 up top. Browning looking to throw. Looks left, throws, got a man in a crease, and it's caught. That, I believe, is Nichols to the 10, down inside, and bumped out of bounds near the 5. Tate Nichols. And what a placement there by Zane Browning between 2 defenders, and he got Tate Nichols on the fly. It's a 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. Carthage about to get their 4th score on the board. Brody Jackson checking in. Play clock down to 9. I may have to do a little hurry here. Norbury looked over his shoulder. Browning going in motion. They're not going to get the play off. Well, I guess they're going to say they are. They're going to pitch it to the far side. And Brody Jackson will carry it inside the 5. Boy, that was right on the 0. I looked to my right and said 1. The next thing I know, I look at the field and they're in motion. So by a hair, they get the play away, and it moves down to the 3-yard line. Either that or my neck is a lot slower than it used to be, because I glanced over there, thought they were going to not get the play off, and then I look over. They did. So 2nd and goal, 3 yards away from a touchdown. Browning looks right, keeps it, moves to the end zone. He crosses it, touchdown. His 2nd score of the quarter comes at 6:39 in the 2nd. First one was from 2 yards out, this one from 3. And that was a quick 3-play drive after the fumble recovery by Brody Jackson. Here's a pass play and wide open for 2. Landon Bland. So the Tigers experimenting with this much wiggle room, and it's now 29-0 on the 2-point conversion. We'll go back for another 30 seconds and come back. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
If your lawn is completely wild, it's time to bring in Turf Tamers and create a green turf that's calm and lovely. Turf Tamers will rid your lawn of the unwanted weeds and unsightly, funky grasses that have made your lawn the wild kingdom. Give them a call at 417-434-0810. When they arrive, you just leave it to them to tame that turf and have your neighbors admiring it. Turf Tamers, the name says it all. Turf Tamers, 417-434-0810.
So 45 yards in 3 plays. And a 2-point conversion by Bland. 29-0. Some early scores. We have Ozark 17-7 over Willard. Nixa 21-6 against Republic. Webb City 7-0 over Lebanon. Joplin up on Kickapoo 14-0. And Glendale and Neosho, they're tied at 7. So that's our conference scoreboard. Go through the area coming up at halftime. Here's the approach, and Douglas gets it caught on the fly by Wilson at the 5, moves to the 15, and breaks the tackle 30 down the sideline 40, 50, still moving, and finally ridden out of bounds at the Carthage 43. That was MJ Green and not Wilson, but nonetheless, best starting point for Waynesville. They move him back a yard, so it's at the 45. Nonetheless, a great return. He started on the far side and he angled his way all the way to the near side and did a nice job walking the sidelines there before finally being pushed out. This is the 4th Waynesville possession. And Moss will await the snap. Man in motion. And they go a double reverse. The ball's loose, and Landon Bland picks it up. If he breaks the tackle, he's gone to the 40 and to the 34-yard line. Wow. That was a double reverse, and it did go in reverse with the blue shirts headed the other direction. Ball was just right out there, and Landon Bland picked it up. He shook off a one-man after he picked it up and then tried to break a tackle. So back-to-back turnovers by Waynesville, and here is Carthage at the 33. So unfortunately for Waynesville tonight, 1 positive followed by 2 negatives so far. They had the first possession, 14 plays, but didn't score. Now 2 turnovers. The other drive was a punt. And we have a timeout for Waynesville. So 6:22 to go here in the first half. Carthage already up 29-0, and we'll take a 30-second break. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Local dentists Mark Westhoff and Carthage alumnus Katrina Wickland of Carthage Dental Associates cheer on our Carthage Tigers. They know that setting goals and working hard toward them are keys to every successful life, and they wish the Carthage student body and athletes the best of luck in the game and in the classroom. Carthage Dental Associates have been providing preventive and restorative general dentistry for you and your families for the last 20-plus years, and they're proud to be a part of the community and are grateful to be part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Go Big Blue!
1st and 10 for Carthage following their second fumble recovery and a nice return by Bland. Waynesville had the ball in Carthage territory following the kickoff, but they tried a double reverse, but the man who was supposed to catch it on the second toss, he missed it and the ball landed on the ground. And speaking of landing, it was Landon Bland who picked it up. Browning looking to throw. He's being pressured. He'll throw it up for grabs, but there's a man out there, and it is incomplete. Intended for Nichols. That would have been about the 1-yard line. Browning might have been better off just to, of course, he was in a crowd, whether he could turn to his left and throw it out of bounds or just maybe throw it to his right where nobody was. That might have been a better play there. Nonetheless, it's an incompletion, but it was up for grabs. That's the most hurried that Browning's been so far. Douglas in motion. Handoff Jet Dalton. Goes to the 30 and does a swan dive to the 27. Set up a third down. They need the 23 for a first down. 4 yards shy of the first down. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Now more movement by the Carthage offense. Receiver goes Brody Jackson to the right. And they give it to Jet Dalton. He lowers his head and gets a first down and a whole lot more. He's to the 21, so he got it by 2 yards. Tackle in there by, look like Froggy, if I'm pronouncing that right, and Anthony Davis. First down at the 21-yard line. Carthage up 29-0. They took advantage of a turnover the last possession. They got another one back here. Back-to-back Waynesville fumbles. Browning will keep it after a fake handoff to the 20, and he moves to the 15, and they'll mark him down at the 13. Second down, and pickup of 7. It'll be 3 yards to go. Browning has scored twice on short runs of 2 and 3. Blandon had a 30-yard pass reception to start the game, and a punt return by Tate Nichols of 75 yards, the other score. Low snap, Browning kicks it out into the flat. Lawson on the catch, and he moves to the 10. That's enough for a first down. So it'll be just inside the 10, and that is enough for a first down. So first and goal between the 9 and the 10. Sixth play coming up following the fumble recovery. Ball to the right hash, and receiver goes out wide. That's Kinder. Another man to the near side. It's Douglas, but they will keep it on the ground. Going to his left, cutting is Norbury. Breaks a tackle, 360s at the 5, and scores. He just rolled off that defender. And Carthage a chance to go to the 35-point clock. You can't start it now, but they keep it Waynesville out of the end zone, the final 4:02. The fast clock will start at the second half. So Norbury on the run. 10 yards. That two-point conversion is a luxury now if they miss this one, but Douglas will put it up, and it is good, just inside the right upright. So it's now 36-0. We'll go ahead and stay here for this little break. 6 plays and 33 yards following a Landon Bland fumble pickup and subsequent return of about another 15 yards. It was pretty much an unforced fumble, if there is such a thing, but Waynesville was set up at the Carthage 45 following a great kickoff return, but then they tried to reverse, and the ball went off the second man after the pitch, and he overran the play. Momentum took him past, and Landon Bland was the first one to get to it, and he picked it up and returned it. It was around midfield, and he moved it down to the 33, nearly broke it for a touchdown. And 6 plays later, Tigers have scored again. So 36-0. Now the idea, keep them out of the end zone. Waynesville's used 2 timeouts. They used one on that drive that came up short. Then they had one, I believe, on that play right before they got the first down, but then fumbled it at the end of the play. Here's a short pooch, and it's going to be covered up at the 38-yard line by David Lupica. So it'll be at the 39, I think, is where he rolled to it. Haven't placed it down yet. Yep, there we go. Waynesville now down 36-0. In this quarter, they've given up a punt return after a 3-and-out, and then have handed Carthage 2 fumbles. It was only 14-0 until all that happened. Here's Green on a sweep, and he'll be hit at the line. He'll maybe get a yard out of it. Joshua Hill led the charge. A couple of more Tigers in there. 3:45 left to go here in the first half. So Carthage, of all ironic things, they will start the second half with the football. They kicked off. Waynesville lost the toss, so they received, and then Carthage executed a perfect onside kick. Here it looks like an option play. They swing it back to the quarterback, and he can't get to it. He would have been down had he caught it. Throw was behind. They tried a little seesaw play back to the quarterback from M.J. Green, but it was underthrown. And it would have, had he caught it cleanly, he would have gotten maybe 7 out of the play. But whether you're down in football, high school football, so that would have been as far as he got. So here's a third down. 3rd and 10 from the 39. Carthage up 36-0. Moss looking to throw right, throws over the middle, ball deflected, and it goes incomplete. So it looks like a 3-and-out this time for Waynesville. Carthage used a timeout, but I don't know if they'd be in leading 36-0 in the first half. I don't know if, unless you work on some more gadget plays here. If you score, you score. Here's a short hop picked up by the punter. High kick. And Nichols takes it at the 25, goes right 30, cuts back left 35, still taking a pack with him. And he'll move to the 43, it looks like. So it's going to be first down in Carthage territory. And they'll move him up to the 44. Carthage has scored on every possession. They've had 4 possessions and a punt return for a touchdown. First down from the 44 on the far hash. Browning looking to throw. Throws it out on a screen. It's caught Norbury near hash 40. 50, cuts back to the right. 45, turns a corner. 40, he's got a first down to be about a 16-yard pickup. That'll be to the Waynesville 40. Nice cut and going across the field. He couldn't quite get past that secondary man, but still, nice first down pickup. We're under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Mentioned in that game last year, Carthage scored 34 second half points. Right now they're at 29 in this quarter. Led 7-0 after 1. And they go the sweep and turning the corner 40. And not much more is Tate Nichols. May have gotten a couple of yards out of the play. Seth Hance and Aiden Mouse, the quarterback, is playing on the defensive side. So it'll be second down and 8. We're coming to 2 minutes remaining. Carthage just started in pretty decent field position. The worst was their 15, but that was after a defensive stop, and then they made it count. 8 plays and scored. That at that time made it 14-0. Here's Browning taking the snap, throws over the middle. It's caught. Landon Bland near a first down. He'll be about a yard and a half shy. They'll put him between the 31 and the 32. So it'll be third down, and they need the 30. So a long one right here, 31 and a half. You want to split some hairs. Browning will look and keep and go 30. Has that first down, and he's down to the 24. Clock moves to 1:12. That'll be stopped long enough to move the chain. So first down from the Waynesville 24 for the Carthage Tigers. They lead now 36-0 and might have some more. Back is Browning. Sets up, goes near end zone, and going to be taken in, I believe. It's Malachi Douglas near the 10. And he lost his helmet. Everybody was holding not only the breath for him, but waiting for the official's decision. So Malachi Douglas, the catch at the 10. Jet Dalton on the carry, jukes to the 5 and moves inside the 5. And he'll go to the 2. And Carthage has ran the clock down to 25 seconds. Here's Dalton, straight ahead. Another touchdown. 21 seconds to go. Dalton scores. I mentioned 34 second quarter points a year ago. Well, right now the score 42-0. It's been 35 with an extra point to come. High snap, but Douglas puts it through. But now 43-0 in favor of Carthage. 56 yards rather. And 8 plays. And a lot of scoring from everybody here tonight. Everybody, it looks like on the offensive side, we mentioned a lot of new personnel on Carthage on the offensive side, but they've been the story here tonight. Special teams also. They've had that one return for a touchdown from a punt. So far tonight's been Bland, Browning, Nichols, Browning, Norbury, and now Dalton. And Carthage will have the ball to start the second half. They kicked, but the onside kick got things rolling and rolling big for the Tigers tonight. This is the 8th time Douglas has kicked. Short kick and taken by one of the blockers and to the 38-yard line. That was Connor Ross. So that peels the time down to 16 seconds. So Waynesville has had more possessions in this game, but they've had 2 fumbles, 2 punts, and an 18-play drive to start things, and then it was turned over on downs. So you can't argue with their starting field position tonight. As I said, 1 good play followed by 2 bad ones here in the last few possessions. And now Moss hands it off, and it goes to the 43-yard line. Bland, it looks like Spain was also there. Could have been Hill. Nonetheless, a tackle after a gain to the 44-yard line, and that's the first half. At the half, it is Carthage 43 and Waynesville nothing. We'll take a 3-minute pause and come back. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
The owners, staff, and management at Sirloin Stockade wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics but also in the classroom. Sirloin Stockade knows that hard work and diligent effort are keys to achieving goals, and they look forward to those young students embracing the challenges of tomorrow. Sirloin Stockade is proud to be part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you to stop by before the game or during the weekend for a delicious meal that's just as good as home cooked. Sirloin Stockade, 1027 West Central in Carthage.
Where will you be in 4 years? At Missouri Southern State University, we're here to help you achieve your life goals. Small class sizes allow you to develop a more personal relationship with your instructors and practice your skills in immersive environments. From a healthcare simulation center to crime scene investigation, state-of-the-art science labs, a mock courtroom, and much more. Study abroad opportunities can help you develop a global mindset. Learn more about our high-quality educational opportunities at mssu.edu.
Jeff Hodkin American Family Insurance Agency is rooting on our Carthage Tigers. On the gridiron and in life, having the right coverage is always important. And Jeff Hodkin has over 25 years experience helping individuals, families, and businesses in the 4 states get the coverage they need. If you feel like your insurance needs an audible, give Jeff Hodkin a call today for your free quote, 359-3399. Or stop by the office at 800 South Garrison in Carthage today. Jeff Hodkin American Family Insurance says, go Tigers.
The law firm of Webster & Carlton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster & Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster & Carlton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
Ott Food Products is excited and proud to support this Carthage Tiger broadcast and all our student athletes. Ott's mission, and more importantly, their passion, is to produce the highest quality dressings and sauces. They stand behind their products and commit themselves to serving their customers with the highest standard of customer service. So from their family to yours, be happy, create memories, and enjoy Ott's at your next family for game day game gathering. Go Tigers! Go Big Blue!
Ott's what you oughta, always have a lot of Ott's, you glad you thought of Ott's.
Everyone at Carthage Water and Electric Plant wishes the Carthage Tigers a great season, not only in sports but in scholastics as well. As your public power utility, we know the value of teamwork will pay dividends as our youth enter the workforce and their professional careers. Let's stay community powered and cheer on our home team to win. Carthage Water and Electric Plant encourages you to get out and support our Carthage Tigers.
And Jim Taylor back here at halftime. And if I said it was all Carthage, that's the biggest understatement so far to the season, albeit one half of play. It's 43-0 as Carthage got a touchdown in the first quarter. Waynesville ate up a lot of the first quarter with a 14-play drive, but it ended up short on an incompletion. That was at the 15-yard line of Carthage, and then Carthage took it back the other direction, 85 yards, and put up their second touchdown. And then they really got steamrolling there in that second quarter after a punt return by Tate Nichols of 75 at 10:39 to go in the first half. It was 21-0. And then back-to-back fumbles on possessions by Waynesville. That turned into points as Carthage took advantage of the short field, and then the Tigers got the ball back after a punt late in the half and ran it all the way down to 21 seconds before they scored again. They lead now 43-0, and we'll go over the scoring here. It was Waynesville who lost the toss, so they were going to receive, but the football had an 11-yard escort by the Carthage special teams. They started out in a huddle. Malachi Douglas kicked it, and it rolled. And the only question was, please don't kick it with your foot before it goes the 10 yards. Well, it went to the Waynesville 49 and was recovered, and there wasn't a Waynesville player near it. They didn't know what was happening. And Tigers took advantage of it. 3 plays, 49 yards. The third play, a Landon Bland 30-yard touchdown reception, and made it 7-0. And then Waynesville had a very nice drive going as they got the ball on their 20, and they moved it to the 18, got only as far as the 15 of Carthage, and 2 incompletions on 3rd and 4th. Gave the ball back to Carthage at their own 15, and then they went 85 yards in 7 plays. They got down to the 2-yard line as time expired in the first quarter. And then Browning took it in on the first play, so at 11:57, it was in 14-0. Waynesville got the ball back at the 30. 5 plays they kicked, and Tate Nichols picked it off on the fly and ran it back 75 yards. That made it 21-0. Waynesville, on their 4th play, got a pass play which would have been a first down, but the receiver, I believe it was M.J. Green, fumbled the ball on the way down. Brody Jackson recovered it. So the Tigers again were set up, this time at the 45-yard line in Waynesville territory. It only took them 3 plays there as Browning finished it off with a 3-yard run, and they went for 2. Blandon caught it. That made it, or Bland caught it, Landon Bland. I've been able to do spoonerisms all my life, and sometimes I do them and I don't mean to. Landon Bland got the 2-pointer, make it 29-0. That was 45 yards in 3 plays. And then at 4:02, after another fumble, Waynesville got the kickoff back to the Carthage 45, but they tried a double reverse, and it went off the second player, and the ball was just out there for anybody to pick up. Landon Bland did it. See, I said it right that time. He ran it down to the 33-yard line. 6 plays later, Norbury scores from 10, 36-0, and then another 3-and-out by Waynesville. And Jed Dalton finished off a 56-yard, 8-play drive. And that's the score right now, 43-0 in favor of the Tigers from Carthage. And we'll take another 3-minute break, and we'll come back. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Everyone at Carthage Water and Electric Plant wishes the Carthage Tigers a great season, not only in sports but in scholastics as well. As your public power utility, we know the value of teamwork will pay dividends as our youth enter the workforce and their professional careers. Let's stay community powered and cheer on our home team to win. Carthage Water and Electric Plant encourages you to get out and support our Carthage Tigers.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
Vintage Timekeepers is rooting for the Carthage Tigers, and they hope you'll cheer them on too. Vintage Timekeepers knows that hard work, setting goals, volunteering, and building relationships are important things that improve character and create success in life. Our young students learn those life skills in the classroom and in team sports. Chris and staff at Vintage Timekeepers across the street from the Carthage Post Office wants the best for our student athletes and entire student body. Join them in saying, "Go Tigers!"
Hurricane Car Wash is cheering for the Carthage Tigers. Hurricane Car Wash serves Carthage and surrounding towns with all the options a car wash should offer. With 2 types of state-of-the-art automatic washes, you'll be back on the road in no time. Got a big rig? No problem. Our big truck bays can handle it all. And our hand wash bays give you everything you need to get your vehicle sparkling. Hurricane Car Wash has it all, even a pet wash service in our Touch 4 Wash app. Make your ride shine like new. Hurricane Car Wash, where clean meets convenience. HurricaneCarWash.net for locations. Go Big Blue!
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Tony Williams State Farm Insurance is a proud supporter of Carthage Tiger Athletics. If life has fouled you out of the game or you just need better coverage, Tony Williams and his experienced team can help get you back in the game with the best coverage for your specific needs. Auto, home, life, business, and more. In the office, over the phone, or online, there's several ways to get a free quote today. Tony Williams State Farm Insurance, located at 2232 Grand Avenue. Tony Williams says, "Go Tigers!"
And if you're watching, and we have not the brightest of field here tonight, so we apologize for that if it's coming over a little bit dark, but the lights are on, but they just doesn't seem like they're emitting much out there right now. So hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll get that taken care of. Next week, the Ozark Tigers will host Carthage, and right now they are in control of their game, 21-6. They're playing at, they're up 24-7. They're at Willard tonight. So Ozark leading 24-7. And I was going to mention the Nixa game first accidentally. Nixa is up on Republic. That's at Republic, 21-6. And Lebanon has just scored to start the third quarter. That had to be on a kickoff or a turnover because I was listening during the break and they were just getting ready to kick off. So somehow Lebanon has tied the game early third quarter over in Webb City, and it's 7-7. Mentioned the Nixa game. Neosho is beating Glendale. That's the opponent here in 2 weeks. It is 17-7 at Neosho over Glendale. And Joplin, not much action in terms of a score update. It was 14-0 after one, and that's all we have right now. Over in the Big 8, nice little tussle here with Lamar and McDonald County at Lamar, 20-13 at the half in favor of Lamar. Seneca 14-7 against Cassville, that's at the half. And Springfield Catholic 17-6 against East Newton. Most of these are second or halftime scores. Nevada taking care of Monette 36-6. And that's close to the end. And we go to the Ozark Mountain Conference. Relatively newly formed conference. Harrison, the Goblins, are beating Branson right now 14-7. Mountain Home is over West Plains. That's kind of a surprise. 21-10 is the score there for Mountain Home. They went through a couple of offers here in recent years. The only reason I know that, my job takes me down in that area, and they whine about it. But right now they're up on a good West Plains program, usually 21-10. And Capital City, I guess that is a school in Jeff City. They're tied with Carl Junction right now, 14 apiece. Kansas will start next week, so all these scores will be on the Missouri side. And some of the smaller schools, it is Fairgrove 17-14 over Mountain Grove. Liberty 24-0 over Stratford. And everything else on that conference is not in. Houston, not the Oilers, but the Tigers from Houston Mo are beating Pierce City right now 14-13. Ash Grove shutting out Diamond 12-0. No report on Sarcoxy. They are up in Skyline. And Marionville is running over Stockton right now 30-8. And in 8-man, Rich Hill and New Heights Christian, they're tied at 8. And Archie and Lockwood second quarter. Archie has a 14-12 advantage there. We run over and only have 5 Oklahoma scores, and not looking good for Miami right now. They're losing to Elkins by a score of 32-0. So that's our look at the scoreboard, and Carthage leading here by a score of 43-0 as we go the balance of the season. It's kind of unbalanced right now, only being the first week. Carthage will go to Ozark next Friday. And they go to Glendale, or actually Glendale comes here on week 3. Go over to Nixa in the 4th week, that's on the 19th, and then that's pretty much it for road trips. They go home week 5 against Willard. Go to Joplin in week 6. Republic comes here on the week 7. Webb City comes here week 8. And finish down the road week 9 at Neosho. And we got a few more minutes here. We'll fill you in on some of the other activities. The cross country running a practice meet today in Joplin. And their first regular season meet on Saturday, September 6th in Bolivar. Races begin at 8 o'clock. The varsity volleyball team opens their season tomorrow at the Branson tournament. Regular season play opens Tuesday, September 2nd, and they host Carl Junction in a 9th JV and varsity matchup. That'll be at Carthage. And everything starts at 4:30. Girls tennis team, and earlier today they hosted a pool in the Joplin Interstate Tournament, and it concludes tomorrow. First regular season match is Thursday at against Parkview here. That's at 4:30. Lady Tiger Golf Squad, their season begins next Tuesday, and playing the Papa John's Challenge at Schifferdecker. That tees up at 8 a.m. Swim team hosts the Carthage Relays Tuesday, Fair Acres YMCA Pool. Next Thursday they go to Seymour for the Seymour Duels. And the soccer team opens their season tomorrow morning. They host Camdenton, a varsity-only match at 11 o'clock. And then they host Waynesville in 3 matches starting at 4 o'clock. And then the marching band will hold field competition on Saturday, September 20th, as they compete at the Carl Junction Marching Festival. And the softball team, they open their season this afternoon. I'll just try to see if they posted the score against Sherwood of Cass County in the Morrisville tournament. They conclude play there tomorrow and open regular season next Tuesday on the road at Seneca. First home game is next Thursday, and Music Radio 93.5 will be there. In fact, we'll be there every Thursday home game this year, and that'll be against Glendale, and coverage will get underway there at 5 o'clock. We'll take another 3-minute break and come back close to the second half. This is Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Tired of your bank dropping the ball? Whether it's clunky apps, high fees, or you feel like just a number, you'll find the service and convenience you need at OMB. From user-friendly digital banking to personalized service, we're here to make managing your money the experience you've always wanted. Visit us online at ombbank.com or in person to learn more. OMB, community banking made better. Member FDIC.
Boomer's Barbecue at 1123 West Central Avenue in Carthage cheers on our Carthage Tigers. From the coaches to the parents and teachers, it takes a lot of effort to help our student athletes and the rest of the student body reach their goals. And Boomer's Barbecue salutes all who make our Tigers great. Boomers is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast, and they thank you for your business over the years. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Carthage alumni Willie Wagner and the entire crew at Boomers Barbecue say, "Go Tigers, go Blue."
G3 Family Entertainment has cheered on the Carthage Tiger student athletes this season. Grab your family and friends and come experience the fun. G3 Family Entertainment features a 24-lane bowling alley, an exciting indoor playground for kids 2 to 12, a ninja tag arena, miniature golf, and a restaurant. Located behind Lowe's right here in Carthage. For more information, please follow G3 Family Entertainment on Facebook. G3 Family Entertainment is a proud supporter of our Carthage Tiger student athletes, and they can't wait for the fun to start.
The love of a family is a very special thing. From the time we are children, it's our family that teaches us how to walk and how to talk, that gives us a sense of belonging. The wisdom of our grandparents is passed down through our parents and then on to future generations through our children. The love of a family never grows old. It just grows. A love that lasts forever. The Nell Mortuary in Carthage, locally owned since 1882.
Your local shelter insurance agent, Stephen McKay, is proud to be part of the Carthage community and knows that planning for the future makes all the difference in a person's life. The personal values of hard work, truth, and honesty will help our young students become good citizens and the leaders of tomorrow. Stephen McKay of Shelter Insurance can help you get the right coverage for your family, home, vehicles, and more. Offices just east of Central and Garrison in Carthage. He's a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger broadcast and says, "Go Tigers!"
Tiger Sports is all about teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. Dr. Michael Woody and the team at Peachtree Dental support all of the players and coaches that make Tiger Sports so great. They offer a full range of treatment options that can be personalized to meet your unique needs and expectations, including orthodontics for all ages. Peachtree Dental always welcomes new patients of every age. For a better dental experience, give Peachtree Dental a call at 358-2233. Go Tigers!
Less than a minute before starting the second half. Mentioned the districts came out. And a little bit of shuffling, but to be quite honest, not the ones you wanted didn't get shuffled out. This year's district consists of Branson, Carthage, Neosho, Parkview, Republic, Webb City, and Willard. So that's how it stacks up. So we got a 7-team district, so that means the top seed will get the week off. So it'll probably come down to that week 8 meeting when Webb City comes here. Still a lot of things to be played between now and then. Neosho, they're leading right now in their game. Branson was losing in their first contest. Republic was losing, and so was Willard. So based on the points, Carthage, after week 1, of course, you can't go by that, of course, shall probably be the number 1 going into week 2. Running over the scoring before we get possession here, start the third quarter. 9:59 after an onside kick recovery. Carthage 49 yards, 3 plays. Landon Bland a 30-yard touchdown reception. And then Waynesville turned the ball over after driving the ball to the Carthage 15 on 14 plays. That came up short. Then the offense of Carthage took it right back over, 7 plays, 85 yards. First play of the second quarter, 11:57, Browning scored. 14-0. Waynesville went 3 and out. Then Tate Nichols returned the punt 75 yards to make it 21-0. And then Waynesville had a first down, but then the ball was fumbled by the receiver on the way down. It was recovered by Brody Jackson. And then 3 plays, 45 yards. Browning scored from 3 yards. They went for a 2-point conversion, and Bland caught it 29-0. And then another turnover after they started, Waynesville did, on the Carthage 45 following a kickoff return, but they tried to double reverse, and the ball was fumbled. Landon Bland picked it up and ran it 15 yards to the 33. And then Norbury scored 10 yards out a few minutes later at 4:02. Another 3 and out for Waynesville, and then with 21 seconds, Dalton scored from 2 yards out. Here's the kick. Norbury going back, and he's into the end zone, so that'll be a dead ball. So Carthage will start third quarter on their own 20. Looks like we have some new bodies in there right now. And with the score 36-0, Landon Bland still in there. Malachi Douglas. See if Browning is still at quarterback. I would think you go ahead and start here the second half and then start peeling off players as the game goes along. We're under fast clock rules right now with the score the way it is. And here's a reverse to Douglas, comes near side 20, and he's ridden down after only a yard. So it'll be second down and 9. Ball at the 21-yard line. The Waynesville, that was their best defensive play so far. Waiting on the snap. And they give it off straight ahead to about the 24-yard line. So it'll be third down coming up. So third down, and they call it 7 yards to go. Carthage up by a score 43-0. Waiting on the snap. And there it is. Browning still in at quarterback. He's going to roll right. Steps up now. He's going to try to run, and he makes it to about the 23. The ball might have popped out the way everybody's running around out there, but it's going to be 4th down. So this is the first punt of the game for Carthage. So MJ Green, who's had a good return already. Caden Wilson has had a good return, but Waynesville unable to take advantage of any of it. I believe it'll be Bland to punt it away. Line drive, and takes a bounce at the 45, and the ball's going to land at the 45 right there. Just died, and 3 people overran it. Downed by Jackson, so Waynesville once again starts in decent field position. They started at their 20. That was their best drive, but they came up empty. They've started on their own 30, the 24, the Carthage 45, their own 39 twice, and now 45. So Waynesville going from left to right. They have the ball at the far hash. They'll put 2 receivers to the left. Wing right. Most under center. Now slot man comes in motion. And now the other man who was wing goes out into the slot to the left. Most to throw, but he is faced with trouble. Throws it out, and it's going to be caught at the 49 of Carthage and ridden out of bounds. Couldn't quite get to him quick enough, but Most made the play, and he gains 6 yards on the pass completion. And as soon as I say that, they mark it back to midfield, so it's 2nd and 5. Now the down marker is out of place. The Waynesville coach out discussing something. Got a player shaken up. That is Devontae Martin. And the clock does stop on injuries. So we're at 8:22 to go here in the 3rd quarter. So it'll be Waynesville faced with a 2nd down and 5 yards to go. Carthage scored 7-0, 7-0 after 1, 43 at the half. Carthage just went 3 and out. Waiting for play to resume here, which would be the second play from scrimmage on the first possession of the second half for Waynesville. Man goes out wide right. That is Anthony Davis. Now coming is Baker to the right. They got 3 receivers to the right. Most wants to fake a pass. He's in trouble. Throws it. It's picked off at midfield. 45. Down the sideline. Bland to the 30 and out of bounds. And he threw it right to him. Well underthrown, and Bland just leisurely picked it off and nearly took it back. So Bland with a fumble recovery and an interception. The flipping of the field. It's now the 30-yard line of Waynesville for Carthage. 3rd turnover tonight for Waynesville. Last year's contest was 55-7, and it was 7-7 early in that ball game. It's already 43-0 here. Handoff. juking right, then coming back is Lenny Escobar, and he'll make it inside the 30. So it'll be second down coming up. He picked up 4 on the play, 2nd and 6. Matt Cameron is now quarterback for Carthage. And he'll take the snap, give to Escobar. Nice little move again inside the 30, taking people with him to the 20. That's close to a first down. Now the pile reverses. They'll mark him to the 21. They say that's where he was stopped. So it'll be third down and about a yard. So we're at 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter with the 35-point rule well into effect. This could make it super extra cushiony if they can put it in here. Here's a fumbled snap by Cameron. He'll pick it up, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and break tackles. He'll get a first down out of this. Inside the 20 to the 16. He had high hopes, and he got it. Snap went right off his fingertips. Fortunately, nobody was there. And when he ducked to pick it up, the first defender went over him. And then he just kept the feet moving, and he got enough for a first down. So it's at the 16-yard line. 43-0 Carthage. There goes Escobar again. He tries to sweep near hash, does so, breaks tackles inside the 10. He's down to the 7. So an early night off for most of the number ones, and right now Cameron and Escobar in the backfield are marching it down following a Landon Bland pickoff. Two fumbles and an interception tonight for Waynesville. One other possession was turned over on downs. First and goal at the 7. Cameron gives it off. They sweep near side to the 5. Escobar finds the end zone. Touchdown. So Escobar from 7. We're a point away from 50. Five plays on that drive. And Malachi Douglas will be going down the Dr. Scholl's aisle tomorrow. Don't forget a box of Epsom salts, too. He's going to need it. But he's perfect on all the extra points. And with 4:20 left to go in the third quarter, it is now Carthage 50 and Waynesville nothing. Back in 30 seconds, Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Tiger Sports is all about teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. Dr. Michael Woody and the team at Peachtree Dental support all of the players and coaches that make Tiger Sports so great. They offer a full range of treatment options that can be personalized to meet your unique needs and expectations, including orthodontics for all ages. Peachtree Dental always welcomes new patients of every age. For a better dental experience, give Peachtree Dental a call at 358-2233. Go Tigers!
.30 yards in 5 plays. Escobar scores from 7. 7 points in the first quarter, 36 in the second, and now 7 here after the second possession of the third quarter for Carthage. We're already down to 4:20 to go in the third quarter. So Waynesville would have to score 2 touchdowns and make a single and a double extra point. That would still be 35, so they need 2 8-point scores if they're going to get it with a regular time. Here's a short kick at the 33 and almost immediately tackled. On the return was Mavis, and he was hit almost as soon as he caught it. So Waynesville at the 34. First down and 10. Waynesville takes a long time getting plays in. They were using a hurry up in that first possession. It did them a lot of good, but they just haven't found any kind of rhythm since then. 2 receivers each side. And we have a whistle. Checking to see if we got a new quarterback in there, and they do. That's Ryder Wells at quarterback. And Waynesville wants a timeout. 3:25 to go in the third. 50-0 Carthage back here in 1 minute. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
There are gonna be times. Times when you hit the ground running, and times when you just hit the ground hard. Mercy is ready for all of it, with specialists who not only have a heart for athletes, but for the people who support them. So when you have a health challenge to overcome, choose the team that considers every one of your victories one of ours. Find your Mercy provider at mercy.net/victory. That's mercy.net/victory. Mercy, your life is our life's work.
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Davis catches a pass. Excuse my voice. Davis catches a pass coming out of the break, and he broke free, and he's all the way to the Carthage 33. But on the backside of the play, we have another injured Waynesville player. I think he was the one who threw the pass. So I don't know if he fell wrong or somebody hit him, because I was watching the catch and the subsequent play down to the 33-yard line. This one looks a little more serious, so let's go ahead and, we can go back. We'll go 1 minute. The score the way it is, we need to pick it up on a review. We'll do that. So back here in 1 minute, 50-0 Carthage. Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again. Or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
I'm Adam Bridges.
And I'm Lauren DeBeauty, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent.
And we've got you covered through all of life's wins.
Go Tigers!
Fast Monkey Auto is cheering on our Carthage Tigers. I'm Carthage graduate Jason Cornett, owner of Fast Monkey Auto. Need reliable auto service that keeps you on the road? Then look no farther than Fast Monkey Auto in Carthage. Whether it's oil changes, brakes, state inspections, or suspension work, we've got you covered. At Fast Monkey Auto, we pride ourselves on fast, friendly service, keeping you informed every step of the way. Visit us today at 2302 Fairlawn Avenue. At Fast Monkey Auto, we've got your back. 417-358-0756 or fastmonkeyauto.com. Go Tigers!
And they're helping off the injured player. They need to help me off. The chair's lower than I thought. I go to sit back down. So Waynesville will have a first down at the Carthage 33-yard line, but Carthage leading 50-0. Clock moving down to the 3-minute mark of the third quarter, now jumping. Waynesville has had 3 false starts, but this one is encroachment. So we got a lot of new bodies on both sides. Fortunately, the clock will continue to run. Quarterback is Ryder Wells. We'll see what the new running back is. He stood up at the line. It was a 1st and 5, and it'll stay there, 2nd and 5. Maddox Catsby on the stop. And they had a loss of 1, 2nd down and 6. Carthage led 7-0 after 1, 43-0 at half, a 36-point second quarter. Now receivers are 2 to the left, 1 to the right, wing. Rolling out as well, still rolling, directing traffic. Now he takes off to the 25, to the 20, and he's pushed out of bounds. Jackson Goad did a little protective push out of bounds to keep him from going any further. Didn't want to make hard contact. It's going to be 3rd down and short coming up for Waynesville. We're down to 1:45 here in the 3rd quarter. So 3rd down. Tyshawn Bird is the running back, along with Ryder Wells in the backfield. Some of the Waynesville offensive number 1s are still out there. Man comes in motion, Wells to throw. Swings it out left. It's caught across the way, Green to the 20, 15-10, down to the far sideline, and pushed out of bounds. It'll be a 1st down pickup at the 11-yard line. Everybody ended up at the 4-yard line, but they say he went out of bounds at the 11. So Waynesville trying to crack the scoreboard, but they are down 50-0. 2 receivers left and have an I formation here under center. Now it's Baker going in motion. They'll pitch it out to the far side. And here's to the 5 and a touchdown. Wilson on the touchdown, Caden Wilson. And he scores here at 29 seconds to go for Waynesville. So 11 yards on the run. And now we have another Waynesville player down. It's the 2nd time they've had a player go down away from the play. Go through the scoring again. Bland, a 30-yard touchdown reception at 9:59 for Carthage. Made it 7-0. 11:57 of the second. Browning 2 yards. Made it 14-0. 10:39 Nichols, a 75-yard punt return, 21-0. 6:39 Browning again scored, this time 3 yards out, a 2-point conversion for Bland. 29-0 at the 6:39 mark of the second quarter. Norbury, a 10-yard run at 4:02 to make it 36-0. Jet Dalton 2 yards out at 21 seconds, 43-0 at half. And then on the second possession, Escobar for Carthage scored. That was a 30-yard, 5-play drive following a Landon Bland interception and subsequent return. Now Waynesville has their first touchdown, but with a price, unfortunately. And they've had to carry, I know, at least 3 guys off tonight, and unfortunately this may be a 4th. So not a good trip down here for the Waynesville Tigers. Next week, we go to Ozark, and then back here in 2 weeks to take on the Glendale Falcons. We'll have their first softball game of the year. That will be Thursday. That's on the 4th, as Glendale will come to play. See if we can pop up the softball schedule. They played today, but I haven't been able to get away to ask how the results have went. We'll see if we can pop it up here. As they take the player off the field, looks like he's on his own power. So we were playing Sherwood out of Cass County, not Cassville. And Misha has not reported that score, so I'm going to stick my head in next door and see if anybody heard if there was a score for that ball game, or let us know. So Waynesville now getting ready for the extra point. Looks like they're going to go for two. Man comes in motion, Wells to throw, looking end zone. And he's now going to try to throw, and he does. And it's caught for two. That took a long time to develop, but the two-point conversion works. So it's now 50-8. So 29 seconds left to go. We'll take a 30-second break and come back. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Is your office ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pearson Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
.66 yards and 5 plays for Waynesville. And they make the two-point conversion, so it's 50-8, so they can't do another 8-pointer. That would make it a 34-point lead. Kickoff to the 20, 25 out of bounds near the 30. It was Dominic Metlack on the carry. And he won that battle. Isaiah Williams, just by the sheer collision, knocked him out of bounds, but I think Matlack won the battle. And the clock will continue to tick down, and we won't get a play until the fourth quarter. So we're done with 3 here in Carthage on opening night. And it's Carthage 50, and Waynesville 8. We'll be back here in a minute, or will we? They're acting like they're going to play here. But now they take the break. Anyway, first night for the officials, too. So 50-8, we'll take a 1-minute break. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Is your office ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pearson Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
Call Carthage alumnus Matthew Sherrill at 417-624-2220. Go Big Blue!
Start the fourth quarter. Lathan Collins gets a first down pickup to the 42. Jim Taylor here with you in the fourth quarter. Carthage up 50-8. Waynesville just scored moments ago for their own first touchdown, hopefully their only. Now it's a question of first downs and kill the clock. 11:30 of real time remaining. Here goes Collins again. Make it a little tougher this time. He gets about a yard on the play. So it'll be second down and about 8 yards to go. Take all the play clock up you can. That'll help. Did find out the softball team won today 13-1 over Cass County Sherwood. It's southeast of Harrisonville, Garden City, if you took that road very often. I have, unfortunately, a few times the last few years. Long drive. Here's a keeper by the quarterback, Cameron, and he goes across midfield to the 49. That'll be near another first down. He'll be about 1.5 yards shy. $50-8 is the score. And receivers each side, but they'll keep it on the ground, which is a good idea. Cameron rolls off a tackler, and Pyle moves, and finally they push him out of bounds, going to the ground. No flag. In all fairness, they were trying to hold up, Waynesville was, but the momentum just kept them going, and Cameron went down. He's okay. So it'll be a pickup for a first down at the Waynesville 46. 9.5 to go. Cameron awaits the snap. He'll get it. And they'll go on a reverse. Could be in a mess, but they're going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe lose a yard. Daniel Lopez tried to go sweeping left, but the Waynesville defense forced him to go way wide before he could finally turn it upfield, and he'll lose a yard. Second down, and just barely past the stick, so 10.5, I guess. Down to 8.5 remaining. Handoff goes to Collins again. He'll move to the 44 of Waynesville. That'll make it a third down and about 7. Trying to get our scoreboard to load up. And there it goes. Third down and 7 yards to go. 50-8 in favor of Carthage. Webb City trailed early in this second half, 14-7. They've come back with 2 touchdowns. They're now up 21-14. They're in the fourth quarter. And Carthage calls a timeout. 7:46 remaining in the game. We'll take a 1-minute break and come back. Carthage 50, Waynesville 8. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Community National Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger Football opening kickoff. Loyalty, hard work, and dedication are key elements of any successful team. And Community National Bank and Trust appreciates everyone's efforts in making the Carthage Tigers a success this year. As a valued member of the Carthage community, Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that is small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Drew Evans Investment Companies of Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut cheer on our Tigers. They're proud to be part of this Carthage Tigers broadcast. Hard work, diligence, and persistence give big rewards in life. So make it count, Tigers. The owners and employees at Whistler's and Daylight Donut want only the best for our Tigers and the entire student body. Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut. Dine in or carry out at all locations in Carthage. Go Tigers. Go Big Blue. Sponsored by Drew Evans Investments.
Cameron throws, and we're going to have an interference play. The back went right into the intended receiver, which was Lane Mitchell. He stepped right in front of the receiver, and the ball went off him and actually went off his back. So it's going to be an interference call. So that'll make it a first down. Comes from the 44. So 34 down to the 29. the clock is moving again following the penalty mark off. So 1st and 10 for Carthage. See if the backups can put one in. Collins won't go down. He's at the line of scrimmage, then push back. We're halfway through the final quarter. Carthage had a 7-0 lead after one. Halftime led 43-0. And the teams have traded touchdowns here, but that was in the third quarter, and Waynesville did get one up on them in the third as they got an 8-point score. 2nd and 10. Cameron to throw, screens it to the near side. Caught, and nice contact. Catch made there by Reynolds, and he moves off a tackler literally to the 21-yard line, near a first down. He gave a lick to that Waynesville defender. Waynesville defender was coming at him, and then he hit Reynolds, and Reynolds set him back at about a 30-degree angle. Reverse direction. Third down and 2 to go for the first down. Under 6 to go in the contest. And it's Collins. He'll get the first down. Moves to the 19. That might be close enough to measure. I thought he'd get a better spot. And they say move the chain, so they will. I haven't had a thing to gripe about all night. Got to get practiced on that, complaining, but so far nothing to complain in this one. It is a first down. The ball is at the 19-yard line. Give it to Collins. Cuts left, moves to the 15, and he's down to the 14. And we have another Waynesville player on the ground, but he's getting up. It was Mason Scheller. We move under 5. Cameron and Collins in this drive. And Cameron will keep this, go to the 10, cuts back right to the 5. Now he's reversed back to about the inside part of the 5, between the 5 and the 6, but it is enough for a first and goal at 4:30 remaining. So the ball at the 6-yard line, a nice drive by these reserves. This is actually started not keeping track, so I believe this is about the 10th play. Well, some early movement, but no call. There's the flag. Came in late. Everybody on the Carthage side moved, but so a false start. Very few penalties. I think that might be the first penalty tonight for Carthage. I don't remember any. So that'll move it back out to the 11. And probably by the time this play is over, there'll be about 3 minutes remaining. So really it would be more beneficial if you didn't score here, but you never tell them not to score. There's a good chance they could run the clock out. Here's Cameron. Breaking tackles inside the 10. He moves to the 8. Carthage, who led 7-0 after executing an onside kick to start the game. They had both opening possessions, the first and second halves. They won the toss, deferred, and succeeded on an onside kick. And it's been a great night for the Tigers, but the Ozark Tigers, they were looking pretty good on the scoreboard at last check. They were playing Willard. Here's Collins sweeping. He's to the 5, cuts back to his right. He's inside the 5, just barely. So that'll be 3rd and goal from there. We're down to 2:40 to go. And Carthage leading 50-8. They went for 2 on their 3rd score of the second quarter. And I think that was, if you make this the two-point conversion there, then if you mess up, you score again and mess it up, you still got 35 at least to start the half. They got more than that as they got another 14 points after that one. Led 43-0 at half. 5 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and goal. There's Collins, still moving. Now they push him sideways, and he's going to be virtually no gain. And we go under 2. Waynesville's only score came at 29 seconds of the 3rd quarter. That was on a Wilson 11-yard run. That was a pretty good drive for them. 66 yards, 5 plays. And they succeeded on a 2-point try. So it's goal or turn it back over here for Carthage. They're 5 yards away and 90 seconds remaining. And Cameron to throw. Fires in zone. And incomplete. But that'll keep the clock moving. And Waynesville will take over on their own 5 with 1:09 remaining. They haven't started the play clock yet, and now we're under a minute. Looks like this might be the last play. They started here at 48 seconds, so they'll have to run at least one. As Waynesville comes to the line, they're at the 5-yard line. Ryder goes to the handoff, and it moves to the 6-yard line, and that's going to do it. So the first battle of many Tigers for Carthage, the Carthage Tigers, win this one handily, 50-8, and we'll take a 3-minute pause and come back. You're listening to Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Drew Evans Investment Companies of Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut cheer on our Tigers. They're proud to be part of this Carthage Tigers broadcast. Hard work, diligence, and persistence give big rewards in life. So make it count, Tigers. The owners and employees at Whistler's and Daylight Donut want only the best for our Tigers and the entire student body. Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut. Dine in or carry out at all locations in Carthage. Go Tigers. Go Big Blue. Sponsored by Drew Evans Investments.
Specialty Risk Management is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Looking for top-notch insurance coverage? Look no further than Specialty Risk Insurance Agency, one of the nation's leading agribusiness insurance agencies. And our expertise in construction and commercial insurance is making us second to none. Our agents just don't sell insurance. They live and work in the industries they protect, giving us unmatched industry knowledge. We understand the risks you face and know how to keep you protected. Call Specialty Risk Insurance Agency today at 417-359-5470. Go Big Blue!
The law firm of Webster & Carlton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster & Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster & Carlton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
Assured Partners of Missouri, formerly Beimdeck Insurance, a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Smart coaches build great team members, a solid game plan, and only have the best equipment for their players. Assured Partners of Missouri applies this same philosophy when putting together an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When scouting for insurance, pick the right agent for your team. Give Assured Partners of Missouri a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue!
Looking for a high-quality, late-model car, truck, or SUV? At Premier Auto Sales and Service, we've got you covered. Family-owned and operated for 26 years, we're proud to support our Carthage Tigers. Located at 730 West Fairview in Carthage, we offer late-model, like-new used cars you can trust. Whether you're looking for your next vehicle or need top-notch service, visit us today. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page for the latest deals. Premier Auto Sales and Service. where quality meets hometown pride. Go Big Blue!
Carthage McDonald's, a proud supporter of the Tigers. They recognize the importance of teamwork. The R9 sports program is something to be proud of. The coaches, players, and each family member make a lot of sacrifices to create a winning team. The many practices, court and field preparation, the disappointments, and the great moments are all part of learning to win at life itself. Your Carthage McDonald's, locally owned and operated by the Marshall Rice family. Go Big Blue!
Back here in Hafner Stadium in Carthage, Jim Taylor with you here, and the Tigers win it by a score of 50-8. And we'll go through as quickly as possible, then we'll do some scores and then do our final break. And 9:59 following the recovery, the opening kickoff onside. Carthage went 3 plays, 49 yards. Landon Bland, a 30-yard reception. He was busy tonight. 9:59, 7-0 Carthage. Waynesville then took the ball for 14 plays, got it from the 20 down to the Carthage 15, but turned it over. Carthage offense returned it 85 yards, 7 plays. Browning a 2-yard run at 11:57 of the second. Made it 14-0. Then at 10:39, after a 3-and-out, Nichols got a punt. Returned it 75 yards for a 21-0 lead. Then at 6:39, Browning. This was set up on a fumble recovery by Brody Jackson at the 45 of Waynesville. Browning scored at 6:39 to make it 29-0 following a Bland 2-point conversion. Then the very next possession at 4:02, a drive was completed following a Landon Bland fumble and return of about 15 yards. Drive started at the Waynesville 33, and 6 plays later, Norbury takes it in, 36-0. And then Carthage got the ball one more time in the final moments of the second, and Jet Dalton scored from 21 yards out, 56 yards, 8 plays, 43-0 at the half. And then Escobar scored 30 yards, 5 plays. That was set up on an interception by Landon Bland, so he did it on both sides of the ball. Escobar scored from 7 to make it 50-0. The only score for Waynesville came in the third at 29 seconds. Wilson, an 11-yard run, 2-point conversion, final score of 50-8 for Carthage. And they will head on to Ozark next week, and Ozark was winning their ball game. And we'll let the scoreboard load up here, and then we'll run off and take a break. And here we go. Joplin 31-0 over Kickapoo late in the game. Webb City 27, Lebanon 20. That's in the fourth. Nixa 35-14. Republic. These games are not final yet. Ozark pretty easy with Willard tonight. 31-19 over in Willard. The Osho 24-17 against Glendale. That still has a halftime score, but I'm sure they're much further along. And then our final score of 50-8. Other games of interest. Lamar 28-20 over Mack County. And Seneca 33-21 over Cassville. I'll check that diamond score if I can get to it. Keep on rolling. They're down to Ash Grove 20-0. And that pretty much scores within about a 20-mile range here. For you, we'll take our last break of 2 minutes and then come back and wrap it up. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
When you own something, you take care of it. You value it. That's exactly what we do here at Schreiber. As employee owners, we make decisions that will help us continue to be successful for years to come. Carthage is home to 2 manufacturing facilities and 3 distribution centers. For decades, Schreiber Foods has been a proud part of the Carthage community and part of your families. We're committed to providing quality products and supporting our local community every step of the way. We want to wish all Carthage Tigers student athletes the best of luck. Play hard, stay strong, and go Big Blue. Schreiber Foods, proudly Carthage.
Tony Kennard with Wells Fargo Advisors cheers on our Carthage Tigers. Financial advisor Tony Kennard knows that any successful team plans for the future, works hard, and sets goals. Tony wants the best for Carthage's student body, who will be our community leaders in coming years. Tony Kennard with Wells Fargo Advisors is proud to be a part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer and non-bank affiliate of Wells Fargo & Company.
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Well, as I said toward the end of the game, nothing to complain about tonight. All Carthage 50-8, and we'll be in Ozark next Friday night around 6:50 for the pregame, and the game will kick off at 7. Our first softball game will be Thursday from Fair Acres, as Glendale will play the Lady Tigers, and the Lady Tigers won their game against Cass County Sherwood earlier today by a score of 13-1, and they'll have another game tomorrow up in that region. Thanks to OJ here running things for us and Ron back at the studios. Our final score again, Carthage 50 and Waynesville 8. We'll talk to you Thursday from the Softball Diamonds here in Carthage, and good night here from Hafner Stadium.
Hey, thank you for joining us for the Carthage Tiger football on Music Radio and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network. And now to thank our sponsors.
We thank Assured Partners Insurance, Boomer's Barbecue, Carthage Area McDonald's, Carthage Dental Associates, Carthage Water and Electric, Community National Bank and Trust, Fair Acres YMCA, Fast Monkey Auto, Freeman Health System, G3 Family Entertainment, H.E. Williams, Hurricane Car Wash, Jaspertronics, Jeff Hodkin of American Family Insurance. We also thank Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Kathleen Carter of American Family Insurance, Nell Mortuary, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance, Matthew Sherrill Shelter Insurance, Mercy Hospital Carthage, MSSU, Old Missouri Bank, Ott's Food Products, Peachtree Dental, Pearson Kelly, Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply, Reeves Tire and Automotive, Schmidt CPAs and Advisors. Also, Schrader's Towing and Filling Station, Schreiber Foods, Sirloin Stockade, Specialty Risk Insurance, Stephen McKay of Shelter Insurance, Tony Kennard of Wells Fargo Investments, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Turf Tamers, Vintage Timekeepers, the law firm of Webster & Carlton, Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donuts, and Zyder Tax Services. We thank all our Carthage Tiger partner sponsors for supporting this broadcast and internet stream. Be sure to seek out these local businesses first if you need any of their services or products. And lastly, we thank you, our loyal listeners and viewers, for tuning in. This has been a service of the Carthage Tiger Sports Network, Music Radio 93.5 and 1490 KDMO.